Hello everyone, I am Jessica Pacheco and together with my team we will talk about the types of text focused in the scientific text. As we know, there are several types of text as descriptive, argumentative, informative, and scientific, among others. But in this video we will talking and will focus about the scientific text. We are given a great explication about the definition, characters, and part of the scientific text. And given the example so that they can understand better.
Text definition. Word text describes a set of statements that allows to give a current and ordered message. Either written or through the word is it a structure composed of things and giving writing that give space to unit with meaning.
A text is a set of statements of purpose of communicate. A text is a current set of statements. A text is a current set of statements to communicate proposed things. A science word, in turn, is means what relates to science is the set of methods and techniques for organizing the information. That side, a scientific text is based to use the scientific language. It is a type of text that syntax, phrases, orders, the objective being that the information is not poorly interpreted. This text should therefore be accurate. The scientific text is understood by any person belonging to the target group to which it's addressed. It must appear to universally using a specific language and specific terminology, and while allowing for precise or accurate translations in other languages where the errors interprets have no place. The main objective or purpose of this type of text is to inform a people about this discoveries or investigations to the science.
Now I'm going to talk about the characteristics of a scientific test. The first one is structured logically. This means that the ideas and the processes are expressed in a logical order or chronological order. The text is divided into sections with clear headings. Another characteristic is the clearness. It avoids unnecessary details like obviously things that we already know for the context in the text. Also, the text is simple. This means that it uses direct language and avoiding vague or complicated sentences. Technical terms and jargon are used only for necessary occurrence. Also, the text is impartial. It avoids making assumptions like everyone knows that and unproven statements that it can never prove that. It presents how and where data were collected and supports the conclusions and with evidence. The text also is objective. This means that the statements and ideas are supported by appropriate evidence that demonstrates how conclusions have been drawn as well as acknowledging works of others. See?
The title should be a sentence that contains the essential concepts and ideas of the article. Must be meaningful and concise. Authorship and affiliations. Authors must always sing with the same name and the affiliation that should also be provided from the other bodies that have funded the research, abstract or summary. Keywords. These are significant words that serve to label the article, usually separated by commas.
¿Tiene pila?
No. Introduction. It explains the purpose of the article, the background, its status in the scientific community, and the reason with this article brings something new. The science. The introduction will be brief. Materials and methods. Here we explain how the research was done with what materials, experience, students, and methods. Results. They can be data in the interpretation, comments in any case. They have to be very clear and concise.
Discussion. The discussion studies the importance and the interpretation of the results. Conclusions. Here, future objects can be considered in the research line.
To better understand what we are talking about, we will give you some examples. For example, the 4 phases of an eclipse. This teaches us, as scientists have discovered through astronomy, and that the eclipse is different in certain parts of the world. This example is too basic to understand the composition of the science text, and the other example is looking directly at the sun. Even during an eclipse can cause permanent eye damage.
Hi, we found other example about the scientific text. I want to talk about an investigation released by University of Mississippi. Pancreatic cancer is a cancer that affects a large number of people around the world.
In conclusion, the science texts are very important with our society and all the science community because they have some important aspects to consider. Just like it's a relevant source of information because the people that wrote these texts, they must follow a science method. But what is the science method? The science method is a series of steps that you need to follow, which have a purpose to give a science value at the text. It's a relevant source of information because the people that wrote this text is people specialists in the subject, as universities, as different people that spend their lives to search information and share with us. To the science texts have utility for all the people because talk about different topics of the world interest, but we need to take care with the technicalities because the technicalities is words that the most of the people can understand because these words is normally used by teachers, by scientists, by universities. So I show you, if you found a technicality, you must search information and to understand better the text. And finally, its texts are two ways to create future investigations because the science texts are the relevant source of information and it's able to use in the future investigations. So if you need a text that is a relevant source of information and have different topics, you need to read the science text.